The AMD stock has been the best performing chip maker for the second quarter and investors are excited for the future of the stock. But what exactly does the future look like? Keep watching for the next few minutes while I take you guys through the recent news and my chart analysis for the stock. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for regular stock market updates. On 29th August, AMD announced the Ryzen 7000 processor series, which is the first 5nm PC processor in the world, and for comparison, Intel is still struggling to make 10nm processors. The stock price did fall by 1.8% after the product launch, but that's quite a common thing. Even the Apple stock price fell after the iPhone 14 launch, eventually recovering and going up. Talking about the financials, AMD has constantly outperformed Intel, and in the second quarter, AMD added about a 4.4% market share in the server CPU market, 4.8% in the notebook processor sales, and another 3.5% in the desktop processor sales to its bag. Apart from this, AMD is working to increase its profit margins as well as free cash flow, aiming at a 20% year-on-year growth for the next few years. Looking at the past performance, their addressable market has grown from $79 billion in 2020 to $300 billion in 2022, which shows us the potential room for growth that this company has. With that out of the way, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the one-day chart for AMD. First, we'll analyze the one-day chart, then we'll move on to the 1-hour chart, and to end it off, as always, we'll get into the 5-minute chart. So the first thing that I want to show you guys over here is that, as you guys can see, we were in some sort of a bullish trend over here, a short-term bullish trend. After that, we got a pullback, but there's one small detail that everyone's missing over here, that we did not make a lower low over here, we made a higher low, which kind of indicates that the short-term bullish trend did after all flip things over, right? We were in a bearish trend since a long time, but I now believe that, this will soon be over and hopefully AMD will hit a good price soon. If I were to give you guys some levels, the first level would be somewhere around here, around the $72 range, right? As you guys can see, we've used this level as a support over here, over here, over here, and over here, and over here as well. So I now believe that since we've established this zone as, our new price zone, I would say, I personally believe that the stock will continue to go up from here. There are a few possible scenarios here, right? The first one would be a bearish one. If in case we cannot go over this $90 zone, we would probably get a pullback over here, right? And after that, we'll retest this zone. And if we still fail, then that would be kind of a bearish thing. But if we do not fail, right, if we are able to break this after testing it once, I believe that we can definitely get back to this range of $105. Getting above the $100 range especially will be a bit difficult because of the psychological resistance level. But apart from that, let me give you guys a few more levels, right? So the first level, or rather the second level, because I've already given you guys a level, would be somewhere around the $83.6 range, or rather just the $84 level. We've already used this level over here, right? It's our current price at $85.45. And as you guys can see, we've used this level as a support over here as well, right? The $84 range. And after that, we did get a resistance over here at $88.52. So the $88 to the $90 range would probably be a bit difficult to cross. But as I already told you guys, if we once get rejected and then we break it, we'll probably be in for a good bullish trend. But as you guys already know that today is a weekend, right? What do I believe will happen on Monday? Well, I personally believe that we will get another bullish candle on Monday. And it's on Tuesday that we might get a pullback from here, right? After hitting this range of $88 to $90, we'll probably get a pullback on Tuesday. And if we get a pullback on Tuesday, then we'll probably get back to this range of $84. We'll test it once again as a support. And if we break it, well, you already know it's a bearish thing. But if we do not break it, then we might probably get back, test this resistance again, and after that we'll probably be able to break it. Looking at the bigger picture, if I were to give you guys a long-term picture, right, then I believe that this level can be reached again in probably 2024. Now, why do I believe that? It will take us the entirety of 2022 to get to probably the $110 range. That would be my target for this year, right? $110. My highest target would probably be somewhere around $122, I would say. But now that I've given you guys my long-term prediction, let's quickly jump into the 1-hour chart and analyze the short term as well. Now, as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1 hour chart, and this is a particularly interesting scenario. As you guys can see, we opened up over here on 8th September in a bullish mode. We got resisted by the same $83.62 level. We got a pullback, pretty much an engulfing candle, right? And after that, we got some buying pressure. After that, we got a gap up because obviously we had a pullback and we were at a discounted rate. And on 9th September, the market was pretty much, I'd say, a mixture of bullish and sideways, because as you guys can see, the market started off in a bullish pattern, but after that, there wasn't much movement, right? We were pretty much stagnant between the level of, I'd say, $84.8 and $85.6. So this is like an 80-cent range. I would say that this wasn't the best day for like intraday traders and stuff, but it was definitely a good day for scalpers because as you guys can see, there was some volatility still, right? We did get some pin bar candles over here. We did get some, we didn't get any engulfing candles. If we were to get into the bigger picture on the 1 hour chart, let's see what we can see. Well, we can clearly see that this area acted as a support, right? The 78, 77, $78 range. Let me mark that as well. So the $78 range would probably play a good role in the intraday or the swing trading charts as well. Now using the 1 hour chart, if I were to make, let's say, a short-term price prediction or rather a mid-term price prediction for the month of September, it would probably be the $90 range, right? I believe that if we are able to break the $90 range by the end of September, we would be set to break the $110 range by the end of this year. But in a worst case scenario, let's quickly get back over here. As you guys can see, we are currently on this range, right? $85.63. If we were to get back on this support range and break this as well at $83.62, I believe that in the short term, we might get a stronger pullback towards the $78 zone as well. But it's like a 75 to 25% probability, right? There's a 75% chance of it going up and a 25% chance of it going down. With that being said, let's head straight into the 5-minute chart. So let's quickly analyze the 9th September chart on the 5-minute chart. As you guys can see that, well, first things first, we did get some trouble getting above this $84.8 level, right? We did get supported by it later on over here, right? It turned into a support. Then we had trouble breaking above the $85.63 level. We again got supported by the $84.8 level. We got an insider candle over here at the $84.8 level. We did get a lot of volume in the end over here, right before the market closed, which kind of brought back the stock from the $85.63 resistance, right? We could not break that. One thing that you guys can see is that the market was very volatile on the candle basis, right? We did make a lot of big candles. There were some engulfing candles as well. Let me see. Well, yeah, not exactly an engulfing candle, but as you guys can see, some patterns like this one, for example, over here, right? We made a pin bar over here towards the $85.25 or rather the $85.3 range. Let me mark that as well, right? The $85.3 range. We got back over here, right? After that, as you guys can see, we used the same level as a support over here on the 340 candle, right? 1540. And again, as I already told you guys, we got resisted over there. So what do I believe will exactly happen on Monday? Let's see. Well, I believe that the pre-market will definitely open in a gap down somewhere around the 85 point, I would say 85 or rather $84.8 range, somewhere around here, right? Once we open in a gap down, then I believe that the buyers will jump in and they'll think that, hey, the stock is, on a discount. Let's quickly jump in. Then the stock might test this resistance again. And if we break it, I already told you guys that we are in run for the $88.52 range. But in a very short term, like in the 5-minute chart, we will definitely see some bearish moves on, well, what is this, 12th September. So my price estimates for 12th September would probably be $84.8 in a bearish scenario, right? But I hardly believe that would happen. My actual estimate would probably be the $87 range, right? I believe that we can definitely infiltrate the $87 to $88 range on 12th September, and on Tuesday we might, hit this and get back over here. Wait, 12th September would probably be Tuesday, right? So, okay, I'm bad with dates. I'm sorry for that. Anyways, doesn't matter whichever the day is, right? I believe that after the next trading session, we'll probably hit this resistance, go down a bit, test this as a support, go up, test this as twice or thrice as a resistance, And once we're above the $90 range, we'll probably be all set for the $110 target that I set for you guys by the end of this year. But then again, remember that this is just my own opinion and not financial advice, so you should always trade after doing your own research. If you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for more such videos, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.